Thanks everybody for tuning in to the Alabama White Thing back into the woods. This is our second project to do with the Alabama White Thing. This time we're going to hit up 4 locations. Double Springs, that's right off County Road 25. We've got an interesting story there. Then we're going to jump to Lookout Mountain, Kellyton, Alabama, which is right off Highway 280. And then we're going to go back to Coalburg, Alabama, where my last documentary ended. That's where I was left in the woods and all that stuff happened. Now, I will be throwing highlights in on this one from the previous one just to keep everybody informed of what happened. So, wish me luck, and thanks for tuning in. We're heading out to the Double Springs area. One thing I've noticed this time while collecting stories is there was multiple accounts of fishermen stating that they've seen the Alabama White Thing, and this is one of them. As you'll notice, I'm going to put in a few extra stories of just audio of a gentleman that has sent in their audio only to share to everybody their experience, and we'll see how it goes from there. Ladies and gentlemen, I have arrived at my first location. Now, this is right off of County Road 5. We came down from the Bankhead National Forest from Double Springs is where we started. Now, I'll cue in the story of the gentleman that we spoke to, and he did say that this is a real dangerous area to climb down, so we may not go all the way down, but I'm definitely going to give you some scenery here of how far we are up on these rocks, all the way down to the river or the little stream, whatever this is that he was fishing at. So let's take a walk and see if we can see the Alabama White Thing. Hello, my name is Marcus. I live right off of County Road 25. Now, me and some of my friends, we go over there to Double Springs and we'll fish. Now, one day I went by myself, and I got a story to tell that for the longest time I didn't believe, and the more and more that I talked to people about it, it became relevant that what I seen was the Alabama White Thing. And I'm not a superstitious person. I don't believe in that stuff. But I was just out there fishing, you know, and I had my pole on my lap. I leaned back, just simply relaxed, and I heard a big splash. And my first thought was, you know, a big bass or something just jumped out of the water. So I lean up, look at the water, and, you know, it's flowing down like it's supposed to, so I really don't see nothing. But out of the corner of my eye, I see something in the trees just right outside of the water. And it was a biggish white, gray figure. I can't really say how big it was, because I didn't catch it too great, but it ran up that side of the hill. Now, there's a lot of trees, so I didn't capture it very well at all. But before I knew it, I didn't see nothing. But I definitely seen a figure. I can't say how tall it was because it'd be inaccurate. But it was definitely larger than me. And in that quick instant, I came back, went home, started telling some people about it, thinking that I was crazy. And my niece, who goes right there to the high school, she's like, you know, we have people, and we've done a study on the Alabama White Thing. And I was like, the Alabama White Thing? And she's like, it's basically the Sasquatch of Alabama, and instead of being brown, it's just a big white Sasquatch. And I was just like, oh, really? The more I looked into it, the more I do believe I seen the Alabama White Thing that day. So, if you're going to go out there, be prepared. You may be surprised. As I mentioned, we are extremely high here. Like, the river itself is down there. This is a really big drop off here, so we're gonna walk down there. His story is a very special one. I'll give him that. You know, it's not me to judge the stories at all. We are simply doing what I've said from the beginning, and that is to investigate these stories that we are given, and that's what I'm going to do. The truth is, he didn't tell me exactly how to get down here. This is a very hellacious drop. We are going to try our best. That's all I can do here. This is day one. As I mentioned, we got 4 days of filming. Watch this. That's a big drop, people. I didn't, I don't got my mountain hiking shoes on, I'll say that. You know, in reality, I really don't come prepared for this as much as I should. You know, I just don't see us getting down to that water from this location at all. I may find an alternative route to try to get down there. Because even if I go down that way, that drop off is rather huge. So what I'm going to do is hop back in the car and drive down the road a little bit and see if we can get a little bit closer. He didn't give me the exact location that he was fishing at. He just gave me the you know, the somewhat whereabouts right here off this County Road 5. Alrighty, I'm closer to the 195 interchange right now, and this was the closest place I was able to get to a lower, you know, lower terrain that I can get close to this water. Now, I was told the water is normally not this high, but apparently it's been raining like crazy here in Alabama. I hear it. I'm just trying to get over to it now. These woods are not obviously walked in too much, especially the parts that I'm at. Obviously, people fish out here, from what I was told. So there's got to be multiple spots I've obviously probably missed. I'm getting close to it. I can see it. So let me turn this camera around for you and let's see if we can spot this Alabama white thing. You can hear this water just rushing like crazy in this area right here. Oh, I'm literally just having to push my way through this brush. Now, you know, his story is definitely a special story that, you know, I'm looking into. All this water, you know, more fishermen and hunters claim to see this more and more. Is it because it's becoming more of a popular thing? Or is it that the Alabama white thing is just getting out there more than what he used to? I really don't want to go too far because I have no clue where I'm at besides the little stretch that I walked through to get here, which is just brush. So, you know, if where he was fishing at looked anything like this, then, you know, it would be possible to just look up like that and the figure that he's seen disappeared right off in the woods. So, you know, it's a believable story. %100% believable. You know, it's definitely a you can see it going up that way. Lots of water. You can see over there the water buildup. There is a road to the right, so now, as I did mention, this may not be the exact location, but it is the same little river or waterfront that he was fishing at. So let's make our way in just a little bit more. I don't want to go too far in. Plenty of water to be seen out here. I'm trying to see what that is there in the background. I see something that looks like trash. Well, I see something white back there, but it's trash. Alrighty. Well, as I mentioned, we have 4 total sites that we're checking into this time. This one is off County Road 5, and we've actually went up the road a little bit to get to a better location so I can get to the water without climbing down a whole mountain. This is the farthest north that I've recorded, Bankhead National Forest. So let's continue to search for this Alabama white thing. 3 other locations the next 3 days. All right, we're here right off of Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. Just from the phone conversations that I've had with these gentlemen, this is going to be crazy to hear these stories because I've already heard them. But meeting these 2 gentlemen, it's going to be wild.
You know what? I'm calling out everybody. You want to fight? Come on, it's going to be a good time, I tell you what.
What the hell's wrong with this guy?
So if you would, go ahead and state your name for the documentary that we have here.
Hi, my name's Junior, just like my daddy.
So it's Junior?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you said that you had a run-in here at, this is where you work at currently?
Yes, sir. Yep, worked here. My daddy worked here, and his daddy worked here just like his day before. Tell you what, man, 4 generations been in this daggone storage unit. Yep, ain't seen nothing like it, man. Everything been so calm. But over that daggone hillside over there, I saw this big daggone white creature thing. Made an awful noise like a rah, rah, rah. Like daggone jumping, man. Smelled from 3 miles, I tell you what, man. sight to see, man. But you never saw it before, I tell you what. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Hope I don't ever see nothing like it again.
So is it standing on like 2 feet? You know, could you like describe the body feature of it?
It kind of looked like my Uncle Randy. Yep, he had a real big belly, real skinny legs, I tell you what. But like 7 feet, man. Kind of like that Big James fella from that Slap Mountain show.
So big, so a really tall figure, white.
Yep, right about smart too. You know what? Are we sure the Alabama white thing ain't Big James?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
We 100% on that?
Like, that's why we're out here. We're trying to find out, you know, if this is reality or fiction.
I mean, are we just on drugs?
Well, I don't know about y'all. I'm just here to do your story.
Perhaps. I'm on drugs.
That damn thing, man, it was so damn big, man. It was creeping up over the trees over yonder. That'd be at least 7 foot 6, man. It was over there yonder, over there screaming at me, man. It was trying to tell me it wasn't still one of them cars back there we've been working on, man. He come out the woods, he's hopping along the fence line over there. Ain't you gonna zoom in on the fence line? He gonna come over there and he's gonna jump at some bitch. He's gonna jump at some bitch. I seen him hop up to the hill right here. He went toward the power lines over there. I thought he was gonna get electrocuted. He ran across that yonder hill over there. You know them they don't believe in that damn there Sasquatch, but I believe in that son of a bitch. He's real. He's a real piece of work. He tried to get me to chase him up over this damn hill right here, and I said, I ain't chasing your ass. I'm just staying down here where I'm at. He told him, come chase me. He got big. He's white as snow. He's about 7 foot tall, about 1,000 pounds. He's a big son of a bitch. He stands up there pretty good.
Let me tell you, those two guys are redneck like I've never seen before. I have got to the top of this dirt hill, and like now there's a fence, so I'm gonna have to go all the way back. But they literally said, follow these power lines, which I have been doing. I'm following these power lines all the way up here. Shoot. And my God, I'm slipping. Now look at this. I mean, for a storage unit to be way out here, this is crazy. But Alabama white thing, believe it or not. Let's see. There is a fence here. I mean, let me tell you this. This is Kellington, Alabama. The owner of this storage unit. Now we're behind the storage unit. The Highway 280 is what we just pulled off of. And at the top of this hill, which these two guys claim, well, one guy claimed it was out here. The other one just said it was down there by the buildings. Now, I don't know which one to believe. I'm not... But all three of these guys, and which I say three, the owner did not want to be on camera. The owner did not give permission to even name the storage unit, so that's why I didn't put the name of the storage unit on there. But I see nothing here. As I mentioned earlier, lots of scenery here. And I'm pretty sure that's a beer can over there. We can usually account for a beer can at every location.
Hey, my name is Ricky Terry. I live in Town Creek, Alabama. I am 58 years old, soon to be 59. And I am getting involved with this because what I seen was real. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that will tell you stories that probably don't add up to nothing. They don't mean nothing. But so this happened about 4 years ago, something like that. I live in Lawrence County, so not too far from the main highway 20. So down highway 20, about maybe 30 minutes down the road, there's a little swamp on the side of the highway that I fished when I was a child, and I fished when I got older. So I moved to Town Creek 8 years ago. So I started fishing there and started topwater fishing and caught a lot of big, nice bass. So I'm a catch and release kind of feller. And so I'm fishing. I'm getting ahead of myself. My wife and her family talked about something called the white thing. I'd have no idea what it was. Had never heard of anyone speak of the white thing. They talked about it, you know, and there was different versions, like it was a bird-like creature with wide wings, whatever. Anyways, after all this, I'm fishing, and I'm a catch and release man, so I hang into a bass. So I'm trying to get the bass off the hook, you know, trying to get him out of the grass, and so I'm fighting with him, and something catches my eye, and, you know, it's just right across from me, not far at all, not even a half a mile, not even that far, maybe, I don't know, 2 blocks, something like that, of water. So, and I fished this point that I'm talking about. I've fished it before, a lot of times. So, I'm messing with the fish, and, you know, I catch this at the corner of my eye, but I'm concerned with the fish. And he's all tangled up in the grass. Well, I get him off, get him out of the grass, get him untangled, throw him back in, and look up. Just as I look up, what I seen was, it was drinking water. It come to where I was fishing. Across from me is a little point that comes out of the main woods. It comes out to a little point. And it was standing on the point, and it was drinking water. And I reached for my phone because it was unusual to begin with. And as I grabbed my phone, it stood up. And it was probably 10 foot tall. It was just weird looking. And so I reached, and as soon as I took a picture, it done turned to leave. And I have a picture. I'm sure the young man that's doing this movie, I've sent him the picture. It's not much of a picture because my phone got destroyed, and so I've got a copy of the picture off the phone that I took, and I had a picture printed off. That's the only picture I have. But it started to turn to leave, and I got a picture of it. Well, the picture. What was so weird and unusual was, if you take a picture with your telephone and you take a picture of roses, even if the roses are, 100, 200 yards away from you, the roses are still red. You know, the stem is still green, the grass is green, the trees are green. Everything was of color in this picture, but this, whatever I took a picture of, it's solid white. It's staying in the picture that I have. It stood like a gorilla, like it's got 2 back big hind legs and 2 smaller front legs, and his head was completely round. I mean, a complete circle, and it was solid white. So yeah, take it as, I seen it. It's for real. What it was, I have no clue. But I'm very interested in this, and I give this man permission to use my recording, my voice. Yes. And one last thing, and it has to be put on the video that he makes, or I do not give him permission to use my recording. One last thing is, roll tide, baby.
our next location, and this is already day 3, is Lookout Mountain, which is right next back to Jefferson County and St. Clair County, which was an extreme hot spot on the last film that I did. And we're actually meeting back up with Rebecca, who had a story last time, and we're going to go to this mountain where apparently these teenagers here lately has spotted the Alabama white thing. So we'll see how this trip goes. Hey, Rebecca. If you didn't get to see Rebecca's story last time, let's go ahead and just give you a real quick hit of her story last time.
I was giving my kids a bath one night, and it wasn't too dark. It was starting to go dark, but, you know, late evening hours. And I seen something move in front of the window, so, I looked down into it, and I seen something. It was tall and white, about 6-7 foot tall, probably, and it had like a figure of a cat or a feline. And so I screamed for my husband, that told him that there's something out there, and it was pretty big. And he took off after it. So
now you're going to show us where this Lookout Mountain is, where apparently the Alabama white thing has been spotted again right here in your area?
yes, let's go. Top of my new truck.
That's a pretty neat truck. Currently we are entering Shelby County. This is where the Lookout Mountain is at. It's definitely up this big hill, as you can see. Apparently a couple was out here and seen the Alabama white thing.
Me and my husband used to go up here. My ex-husband. Good times, though.
Oh. Well, we are finally here at Lookout Mountain, Shelby County, Alabama. I think it's Vandiver, is that right? Not sure.
Right outside of Vandiver.
Yeah, right outside of it. But as you can see, this is a huge area of land, trees, mountains. And apparently just a few weeks ago, a young couple, not going to say their names, said they seen the Alabama white thing here. So like the other locations, I'm going to go for a little bit of exploring, and we'll see what I can find, and hopefully I can make it back okay. So you sure you don't want to come exploring this one with me?
No, I'm good. I'll stand right up here. You go right on ahead.
Alrighty, well, here comes the trot down the mountain. Y'all don't understand how dangerous this is. Well, at least if I fall down this one, unlike the one 2 days ago, she's at least here to call 911 if I fall. Now look at this. Beer can, beer can, beer can, beer can, beer can. There's actually a lot of beer cans. Is it coincidence? A lot of stories revolve around some of these beer cans that are constantly at these sites. It is it's definitely a beautiful little site here. Thorn bush. More beer cans. It looks like they use this upper part as a dump as well. Well, not just the upper part. It looks like it's all around. There's a good side view. There's a mattress down here at Makeout Mountain. Christmas tree. There's some netting. Lots of tires. Lots of tires, lots of beer. We're going to go down this part right here. Hopefully it don't cause a trash avalanche. It feels like I'm in the dump here, is what it feels like. I'm like ankle high in trash. This is a piece of siding from like a trailer. Well, let me tell you this. Right now, it's really quiet here. You can see forever. You can see out there a long way. Burnout tires, trash, and a mountain. I don't hear nothing out here. You don't even hear birds. See how far she is? See what's over this way. I'm pretty sure this used to be a dump. It's like a whole fence post. All right, let me tell you this. Haven't seen much out here, but just look at that land there. Like, besides just being overly filled with trash, random debris, beer cans, and blown out tires, haven't really seen nothing here. Oh. All this danger just to try to find the Alabama white thing. Well, now that you're single, you mind if I come back one time and maybe me and you can go out and maybe explore a site together?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not a no.
When I first heard about the Alabama white thing, I was pretty skeptical, and it was just an incident out at Shoal Creek. We were out there. This was after the tornadoes came through, and me and some of my buddies was just walking through the woods there, and nobody really believes us, but I swear I seen a big cat head, and a big white one, and that's all I seen. And my buddy said the same thing. It was a big cat head, and that's all we seen. we didn't know if the rest was camouflaged in, but at times it seemed like it was almost floating there in the distance. And, you know, there's really nothing I can say to explain the story, but my story 100% has never changed. We were out there, Shoal Creek, and it was a floating cat head. I swear, 8 feet at times, it would be up in the air, almost levitating, and it was dark. We had flashlights, but we seen nothing else from it except for the head, and the head was way bigger than any cat's head that I've ever seen in my life. So we finally made it to the last day. This is where we're going back to Coalburg, where some of the most crazy stuff happened to us last time. We've actually found out that Elijah, the guy that gave me the story and led me into the woods, went missing, and I did not know this for the longest time. I've had people trying to reach out and actually find him, and that's how I came about that he was missing. And apparently he's been missing for an extremely long time. After further investigation, we found out that the lady's house that I went to, which is where I met him at, she denied knowing him, and we're actually going to go back and talk to her again and see what kind of story she gives us. But I'm going back in these woods, which I said I was never going to do, and I'm going to stay there. I'm going to hide out, literally. I'm going to stay there till it gets dark. No tent this time. It's going to be a little bit different. I've got a spare camera that I'm going to place on the ground that will actually hit a light if there's movement in front of it, and we'll see how it goes from there. So hopefully everybody enjoys this one, because I'm actually nervous. We are back here in Coalburg. If you remember, this house is actually where I interviewed him at for the original, and I came back after I was left in the woods that night and met up with this lady who said that she didn't know him, but hello, ma'am. Do you remember me?
Yes.
Now, last time I was here, I was asking you about Elijah, and you said that you didn't know him?
I thought you was a bill collector. He's always in trouble.
So now, apparently he's been missing. What's going on?
I have no clue.
Okay, calm down, woman. So has the police said anything about him, or?
Nope.
So they haven't given you no lead? Okay, so they're looking for him. How long's he been missing exactly?
About a month or so.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the store.
Look. So, I'm out in these woods. Is there anything I should know to, like, try to find them?
Just look.
Damn it.
Well, I'm about to embark in going out into the Coalburg woods. I'm telling you, that lady, she's crazy. Apparently that's Elijah's mom from everything that we've been told, but she won't talk, and I don't know, she's pure crazy to me. But we are going to go back in these woods. I'm going to set this up. I want you to go ahead and get going so you don't get lost, because I need you to find me in the morning. If this is y'all's spot, please come back and get me in the morning.
Yeah, I'll come back and get you.
I'm outside the tent again. It's roughly about 3 a.m. I'm hearing I'm hearing... Listen, listen, listen. You hear the gunshots. But do you not hear like a... I swear I hear like a cat. I'm hearing footsteps again. Do you see that? Look, look. There is a light out there in the woods. I'm trying to get up to it. There's somebody out here. Where did... It just... It moved all the way back there. What the... No, no, no. Get back in the tent. Get back in the tent. I just heard a voice. Just heard a voice. Just heard a voice. No, no. I honestly never thought in a million years I would come back into these woods. You know, my most traumatic experience ever in any sort of documentary or film was in these woods that night. So yeah, it's 100% shocking that I'm back out here. But this time I at least have a mobile GPS. I don't know what I just heard. Oh. What was that? You know, I'm going to be out here all night. Like, I can't believe the same person that was in the movie is literally missing now. But I'm definitely going to stay out here as long as I have to. I swear I keep hearing stuff. I mean, I know there's animals and stuff out here running around, but I swear. You know, the police have definitely searched a portion of these woods for Elijah. You know, we're not saying that his disappearance is related to the Alabama White thing. I just know that he brought me out here, and you know, when he brought me out here, a lot of weird stuff happened that night. And you know, from there, you know, this was the campground we were at, and I'm glad I was able to find it again. You know, you could tell these guys stay out here randomly. But it's just junked up horrible. You know, I've definitely been here. Listen, you can hear every now and then random obviously animals out here running around. Like they say, they do come out here and hunt. But this is the set of woods 100% here in Coalburg that I've had the most, you know, I guess say paranormal or just hearing stuff in here. Especially here at the campground. You know, I plan on staying out here as long as I need to tonight. Even when it gets dark. I know what happened last time, but 100% gonna stay out here. Keep these cameras on, obviously. I've got one camera that I'm gonna place down. That's a motion sensor that records. And, you know, if anything, maybe catch something that, you know, obviously this camera doesn't catch, but, and this time 100% not getting lost. I got the GPS on the spare camera, so I am not getting lost this time out here. It's been raining pretty heavily. Lots of water on the ground out here. But other than that, pretty peaceful. Been pretty quiet out here, honestly. I'm setting this bad boy up right here at the campground, just in case we have any unwanted visitors tonight. This will actually come on with a flashlight and start recording immediately, and has a GPS automatically built into it. The sun will be settling out here, and I'm gonna shut the camera off and come back about every 30 minutes or so just to see, or at least keep you updated. One thing, I have set up the digital camera with the GPS, and that light automatically comes on. So if anything at all was to walk in front of it, once I start it, it will immediately go off. Huh. I guess even when you're out here, you gotta have a mirror. That's just so random. Look at that mirror out here. I don't remember seeing that. I made plans this time just in case I get stuck out here longer than what I wanted. I brought some food. Some big old birds flying around. So, now that the sun is finally starting to drop, it's about to be showtime. It's slowly getting darker here finally. The sun is roughly about to set, probably in about an hour. So other than that, I am sitting around listening to the birds chirp and just waiting to see what happens here once the sun goes down. It's been nice and quiet. The campground is directly behind me. That's where I have the what do you call that? The GPS camera set up right there. So if anything goes off tonight, I will hear about it. As you can see, the sun has finally set over the hilltop there. I should have brought a jacket, but I left it in the car, but I'm not going back out there. I'm going to show you the distance from where I'm sitting. Why am I not surprised? More beer. The campsite is literally right over there. Listen, I'm standing still. You hear that cracking? Watch, it's not me moving. Watch, look at my feet. Now see, this time I came out here with a very, very good light. Even though I'm about to go completely dark. I don't hear nothing anymore. I was hearing something earlier. It was coming in the direction of the campground. I did walk over there and I did not see nothing. The camera is set up over there, and if anything walks in front of that camera, the light will come on and I'll be able to see it. So I'm about to go dark and shut all lights off. Guys, are you hearing that? I hear the footsteps again. I'm keeping the light off. You can hear it. Guys, look. The light's back. That's extremely close. I'm gonna try to run up to it. It jumped all the way back there, just like it did the last time. And now it went away completely. I don't see nothing. I'm trying to get my light to come on. I'm sneaking back over to the camp. I'm hearing something coming from the camp area. I don't see nothing. What the hell? These were not here earlier. These were not, that was not like that. Oh my, guys, these were not, this is like halfway between the campground. That is a whole, These were not built like this earlier. These were not. What the fuck? No. That is no way that's fucking real. There's no fucking way. What the? What in the fuck is going on? The light just came on at the campground. Hello? I'm going to the campground right now. I'm going to see what the hell's going on over there.
La 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 la.
Damn, I forgot my damn keys in the car, in the house.
La 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 la